can't get from the target market themselves. You can use other people's reports. You can use information you get from news, and it helps you to know that, okay, this sector will pay me, this sector will be okay for me to work. So bottom line is that know the source of your information, know where you need to get the right information that will help you, and then go for that source of information. Now let's talk about competition. What product or service do your competitors have is very important. I want to start a barbering salon in this vicinity. Are there other barbering salons? What do they do in those barbering salons? You have to know, for you to know how to package yourself and be relevant in the market. How are you different from your competitors is what we just talked about. Why would your potential customers buy from you instead of your competitor? Why would they leave the other person and buy from you? Is it because you pray harder, or because you look better? Mind you, as you are praying, probably you are very sure that you are a prayer warrior. Who knows importation of this is banned, and you have sent a lot of money abroad. We like Turkey ways, right? You sent a lot of money to Turkey to bring stuff you want to sell, and then before your goods arrive, it is selling of those goods is banned. What happens to you? To remain on the IC, and then there's a problem. So you have to be proactive, know government policies, know the things that can affect your business, and work in such a way that you are not affected adversely when these things happen. Can political issues affect your business? Campaigns kick-started yesterday, right? Okay. How does that affect business? For example, there are some businesses that are tied around this period. So if you have not prepared for this period, and now they say campaign is starting, it is now you are running about. Somebody that has already prepared takes the market before you. So these issues matter. Political issues. When is election? How many months of election do we have? What do I need to sell? What is happening this period? What is relevant to my business? All of those things are very, very important. It's not enough to have an idea. You should pitch your ideas among other factors to be able to succeed. You also need suppliers information. Get information from different suppliers. Will they give you credit, or are they reliable? Find out if their business suits your own before deciding to work with them. Because whatever you want to do, like I said, nothing is built on nothing. You need other people. If you are producing, you need raw materials. If you are distributing, you need haulage companies. There's something you always need for your business. You have to find out if those needs can be met. Otherwise, you'll be disappointed. Imagine making production enough to meet a particular market which is not close to you, and then truck drivers are on strike, and your goods are perishable. What happens? Ahead of time. So what's your marketing strategy? What is your unique selling point? We'll be talking about that. What makes you different? What's that thing that people say, wow, it must be you instead of this? You have to consider the 5 P's of marketing: your products, your price, the place, promotion, that's what kind of adverts are you using, and then people. Who are the people you are selling to? How do you reach those people? Are you putting yourself on the billboard? Are you sharing flyers? If your target market is market women, and you put your billboard in Wusetu, and the women are in Karimo, no idea. On your people will determine the promotion. If you put your advert on radio, and or let's say on TV, and your target market are wheelbarrow pushers who do not even have time to switch on the TV, they will not know that you have a product. So you need to know your people and know what method to reach them. All of that you find out before you even start. What forms of promotion will you use? You just talked about it: TV, radio, newspaper, depending on your target market. Your pricing strategy. It's not enough to produce. You have to know how much did it cost me to produce. Having produced, what is my target profit? I spent 100 naira producing this item. I want to sell it for, I'm ambitious, I want to sell it for 200 naira. Because I want to make 100% profit. That's beautiful. But how much are your competitors selling? You can't determine to sell for 200 when there's somebody that is selling for 150. If there's nobody selling for 150, you could take that risk. So it's either your cost plus your profit, that's how much you are selling. While you are doing that, also take note of your competitors. That's why at the beginning you have to know your competitors in total. If your competitor is selling for 100 naira, you can't produce for 100 naira because you're already out of the market. So how much is he selling? 100 naira. You go back and say, how is he doing it? You go back to your plan that you have been developing. Maybe his source of raw materials is cheaper. Maybe there's something he's doing you don't know. Because there's no way you can sell at 120 while he's selling at 100 naira. So you have to find a way to bring down your cost, find a way to just produce below 70 naira so that you can sell at 80, 90 to still remain in the market. So all of this, the business plan helps you to put in place. Otherwise, you would have bought materials, you would have bought machinery, you would have employed people, and then your product comes out, you count your cost, it's coming out at 120, and they are selling at 120. So what are you going to do at that point? So plan before time. Do all your researches and know exactly what you are doing. So how are you going to operate the business? Who will be your management? Who will manage this business for you? In this part of the world, we do family and friends a lot. We don't know how to separate family from business. I'm running a business. My sister's son just graduated. Employees, apart from the managers, other employees. How many do you need? It's not enough to bring 10 people to your factory and then they are idle. Because once you have hired, then you have to pay. So you need to know your production capacity. How many people do I need to run this product line per time? Your business plan helps you. So at the point you are employing, you don't just put up an advert, 5 sales girls needed. What are you selling that you need 5 sales girls for? You should have known. Your business plan has told you that, okay, in the first month, I think I should be able to produce this amount. Okay, 3 people can sell. So in that first month, you employ 3 people so that you don't pay salary for nothing. When you see that your production is increasing, you add to your number of employees. Your business plan helps you to do that. Business premises and workspace. Where will the business operate from? Very important. Is your target market around your business place? My father has a very big house. It's idle. I can actually do a factory here. Fine, you do your factory. Haven't done your factory. How do you get to the market? The fact that you have a property where you can run a particular business is not enough. Is a market around that place? Can you succeed doing that business there? That's why at times you have a place, you still go and rent another place. And someone thinks, why are you wasting money? Don't you have a place? You could have that place and it's not working because it's not the right environment. So your business plan helps you to determine what environment do you need to locate your business. Will you need somewhere large or somewhere small? It depends on you. Now we are a class of 18. If we are going to sit in a hall of 50, I'm wasting resources because it's not necessary. So having know that 18 to 20 people will be coming to for this program, let's arrange this place to sit our number of participants. It makes more sense that way. How many days a week or a month will the business be running? All of that is important. What are the regulations? What regulatory institutions do you need? Do you need licensing? Do you need... There's something you are thinking in your heart that you need to do. And then maybe you stay overnight, you reminisce over it, you think over it, and then you think, yes, 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 beautiful idea, beautiful idea. You just wake up in the morning and you are gingered. Probably a motivational speaker has told you that you can start. Then another very important part of business plan is the finance. What is your startup cost? We just looked at the startup cost here now. In reality, you need to know your startup cost to start. Out of that startup, go buy that are capital in nature. That's you buy it once. Then there's another part of running cost. Maybe you pay on the go. You have to determine that so that you know where you put your money. Capital expenditure can come in terms of purchase or leasing. If I go and buy this machine, will I still have money to buy materials? I know somebody that bought production machine and put it there. There was nothing to produce with the machine.